Where does Izzy go from here? Because we've said this before countless times. Once the blueprint has been laid out on how to beat you, a lot of these fighters will start picking it up. You're great when you're imposing your will. You're great when you're standing at range and when you're not being pressured. Now, if I pressure you and put your back to the fence and you have to move so much, you don't have the power to finish me. Possibly can get one through, the speed, all of those things. Possibly can get it through. But if I just stay defensive and I just walk you down and touch, don't throw anything hard, a very Nick Diaz type style fight or Nate Diaz type fight, just walk you down, touch, and eventually one's going to get through and I'm going to be able to try to finish you. What happens to Izzy now? Because look, that's 2 losses in 3 fights? Yeah. I mean, like, I don't see an automatic rematch happening. I can't see
Dana
that.
said that. Oh, Dana's right away. Oh yeah, I think Izzy deserves a rematch. It's like bullshit.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, that's 2 losses in his last 3 fights. Okay,
Yeah,
this is time. And I thought, Cormier said it. I think he needs some time off, and I think Cormier is right. He does. You got to, you need to get away from it a little bit, get recharged. It's tough when you are the guy that has that title, and we talk about it all the time, having that target on your back. But it is a matter of exactly what you said. I love how you put it. Hey, guys have got a blueprint now. Look at Krokop. Krokop was he was a monster in Pride until Fedor showed this is how you beat him. Now, it doesn't mean that he didn't go back and win a ton more fights, because not everyone is able to take that blueprint and make it happen in the fight, but a lot of guys can. And everyone that fights Izzy from this point will always attempt to pressure him, put him on his back foot, make him fight with his back to the cage, and say, I've got to walk through that range and length that he has to make him uncomfortable. It's not that he's not going to get more wins. He will, but it's going to be tougher.
Yeah, it's going to be tougher. And I look at Alex Berhea came out last night and said, he's like, well, I guess there goes my thoughts of going back down to 185. Because they've trained together now, and then it's like, why would I make the cut? I was only coming back for one man, and that was if he was to beat him. Well, and also, I'm surprised. I didn't see the comments, but Alex is like, I told you guys that Sean has a good chance. I was very pleased to see someone come out and say something very positive about Sean Strickland. Not a lot of people do.
I want to say there was Kai Bahao, who is a damn good middleweight fighter on the ups in the UFC. I think, isn't he in? Is Bahao in the top 15? No, he's not. So. I thought he would be. He's been really coming on. I want to say, does he have one loss or something? But he was talking about the fight. I heard him, and he was saying he picked Strickland. Wow. He said, I think Strickland's going to win the fight. He goes, and I think he goes either TKO in the 4th round or he'll win on points. I was like, wow, look at you. And it went exactly like he said.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Now, where does Sean Strickland go from here? Because Jared Cannonier's going, I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
But that you can. I think it's a great rematch, because there was, you look at it, Strickland and him. What was a close fight.
It wasn't a very great fight, though, John.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But I think it would be much better this time.
I think so too.
I think in a rematch, that's going to actually be a good fight. I think Duplessis has, he has the right to say, I deserve that shot. Mm-hmm. And I look at it. It might be that I don't know what they told Cannonier, that, hey, you become our backup, we're going to give you the next shot. Could be. I'm not sure. But, it could be that Cannonier automatically knows, hey, I'm going to get that next shot. Okay, then Duplessis. Either one of those guys. Put those against Strickland. Mm-hmm. But with Izzy, I definitely wouldn't give Izzy a rematch now, and I would put Izzy against, I think, the Khamzat Chimaev versus Paulo Costa. Whoever wins that,
oh man,
put Izzy against that.
Mean now.
You can do it one of two ways. You can put him against the winner, or you can put him against the loser, because you're always looking. The UFC likes to take 2 guys that have lost and put them so we get a win for one of them. Either way.
I look at what fight would bring me the most potential money and what fight might bring me the most action. I do agree with you that Cannonier and him, now that they've felt each other's power, now they understand each other on the feet, there'll be less of a filling out process, and then they'll get after it. It'll be a better fight. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think that the fight that makes the most sense and the most action packed will probably be him and Duplessis.
Yeah, because Duplessis takes bigger chances.
He takes bigger chances. He takes bigger shots. He's also a mountain of a man for that weight class.
He's a big strong guy.
Dude. I was very surprised. I'm like, damn it. He's just, and so it's going to give Sean some problems. I think for the fan, being a fan, I want to see that.
He will, but Duplessis is going to find that Sean is a lot more difficult to take down and to be on the ground with than a lot of people think.
I think he'll keep it on the feet, but I think it'll be more help. I think he's going to underestimate how elusive Sean Strickland is. Even though he just witnessed what he witnessed last night, he's going to go out there thinking, man, if I touch this guy, he's going to sleep. You're going to have a hard time touching him. That little snap kick bullshit that he was doing last night, but it was effective, and it works.
It's effective.
It works.
That's it.
I mean,
basic.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to put it up there and just say, hey, you know what? Keep the range. This is your distance. Okay, I'm going to keep you right here.
My rangefinder.
That jab, it's his little snap kick and then his jab. And both of them were money for him last night that led right into the right hand. Beautifully done. Great performance by him. I could see because Dana came out publicly and said that he doesn't like people that turn down fights. And that's exactly what happened with Duplessis. Because they asked about Duplessis being next. And he's like, well, you know how I feel about guys turning down fights. Fucking hate that shit. So there might be a little bit of that going on. So you may see Cannonier and Strickland next. Or there might be a wait to see if Chimaev and Paul Costa ends up being a great fight. You take the winner of that fight, Strickland, and Cannonier's got to fight either Izzy or Duplessis has got to fight Izzy for a non-title fight.
Yeah, there you go. That could be it.
That sucks for Duplessis. That's what. Damn.
No. As Dana said, don't turn down the fight.
Yeah, true.
You know, you got to figure there was money that was lost.
Yeah, I know. In my pocket, I lost my money last night.
They brought Izzy in when Duplessis had his victory stuff. You know, that's all money and everything, and it kind of was wasted. And so I understand the being a little upset, but you can't take the fight away from the guy. He deserves to be right there.
I mean, we're not going to take it away. I'm going to give it to you now for a non-title fight, though. It's still that same fight is still there, buddy. Just no title.
You said you wanted that fight. Well, here it is now.
Now let's see how hard you should have taken it when the title was on the line.
100% agree.